Thunder on comms. And with me today we have Lee Harold.
Right here. Howdy, everyone.
Greetings, everyone. Music very loud. Okay, someone will hopefully get on that in the back end. Double check. I'm not getting any sound through. Okay. Here we are. I think there's just been some audio balance.
Alright. What I could say about these two are they're very strong competitors, given that they're both in Nocturne. And I know that jenniebeez has beaten me in a few quals before. Like a few live qualifiers. So she's very strong. She's been around for several months, as well as Huffpuff. In fact, I think me and Huffpuff were being restreamed on the second restream, the second qualifier. And that one was a rather interesting seed. Let's just hope this one's just as interesting, but you know,
Hey.
every seed is like that.
Every seed is interesting in its own way. Are they on the right side? Yeah, I think the streams might be on the wrong side. Whoops. Because that...
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. That's awkward. Hopefully one of the glorious tech crew can handle this for us. Okay, Ria's got the stream just confirmed. Would be a very good bit to do. Yes, indeed. So, while...
There's two Huffpuffs now.
Yeah, we have two Huffpuffs now. Okay, yeah, we have flipped the names. We're good.
There we go.
Yeah. The names have been moved. We are correct. No, we are not moving both picks. So, tracker's checking everything works, it seems. Maybe we should double check. I think the trackers are aware that are the trackers aware of which feed's which? I'll double check.
Also, I do like Huff's name right there. His file names are quite funny. It's also got custom music going. Oh, there we go, a start. Well, that's a start. We're in Gerudo Fortress. And it looks like Huffpuff is going to do Fortress, I think. Or at least get the Gerudo card. jenniebeez is going to be heading straight to the Temple of Time. We'll see our med layout. DC.
This would be
Water Temple.
Deku
Spirit Temple.
Medallion.
Fire Temple. We have that, and Deku Tree.
Okay. So, trying to remember what that puts for stone. I'm pretty sure we've got, like, Jabu as a stone. Because I'm to be honest, I missed
Skull Mask is dead.
Woo.
Gerudo Valley is foolish.
Again.
Lake Hylia is on the way of the hero.
Okay, that's a yikes. I wonder if we'll see Gary the Inconsiderate Git. Gary being the guy that knocks you off the roof of lab every single time.
I just call him Sam the Toucan.
Yeah.
Because he just follows his nose.
Yeah,
and his nose leads him straight towards Link's tunic.
Yeah, Gary the Inconsiderate Git, because I think everyone who's played this for a while has been knocked off the roof by him at least once.
No, well, there was a restream that Alex and I commentated with Sadie Sweet where he actually got stuck on the roof.
Oof.
That was so funny. Now it looks like Huffpuff is heading to check the meds as well.
DC, Water, Spirit, Fire. Yeah, okay, there we go. Shadow, Forest, Jabu, and Deku are hard required.
Yep. And
this could be interesting
on Man on Roof, so let's see what's in the in Open Grotto.
Yeah. It's always interesting when you do this because Shadow and Jabu required.
Nocturne on Minuet.
Yeek. Well, that's so Nocturne is basically free then because we started with Saria's. Yeah. I am. Yeah, it's always interesting to see this because Shadow and Jabu are some of the worst dungeons, in my opinion, when it comes to just.
Yeah, they definitely take the longest. Minuet! So it's like it didn't even matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've got basically 3 Nocturne here, but normally you've got issues with Nocturne, you've got Dins, you've got Letty, you've got Boomerang. All of these things can end up basically anywhere, and it's mildly unpleasant.
Oh, it looks like
Jenny's going.
She's going to be giving graveyard checks. Interesting.
No, she's not skipping graveyard checks. She's getting Nocturne to get the hint.
Yep.
To get the hints from here, and then she'll probably go straight back via Nocturne to get the upper hint
and
into a graveyard.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty good routing. Unfortunately,
and the big pig gets her.
Oh
twice. No! The big bully goes in. Those things are unpleasant.
Very.
Eesh.
I'm eating cereal.
Eating cereal at this time?
It's still like morning where I am.
Fair. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon over here. Song of Time behind water.
Prelude.
Behind water.
Well, we know where the big key is.
Yeah. That's nice, but also not, because you won't need to go to river, but it's still not a lot out of water, and water is still very likely to end up showing up, I feel.
Water temples, of course. Gotta scratch that one off the bingo card.
Yeah. Foolish Water's nice, but
it was Song of Time.
Prelude was Time, yeah. So there we go. There we go.
Kickers.
We have our logic kicker. We have a singular stick, 5 pence, and
more.
Another 5 pence. And here we have Graveyard on Huffpuff's side, which is.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kokiri Forest was foolish.
Part of me thinks that, but part of me also thinks it.
Ice Cavern, Rush Ice.
What was in ice? I missed that one. Was
the hero?
Was that magic on Graveyard Ledge? We'll get another shot here, but
Hang
that
on.
looks like magic. Yike. This seed already.
Ice Cavern Wath is going to be super fun.
We have a bean seed.
Well, I mean, they have Choose now.
Yeah.
And while that's out of logic, I don't think it really matters too much to our runners.
Yeah. Logic is a suggestion at this point. And the near mirror as they both go through Dampe. Long shot for Graveyard Ledge. I think long shot for Ledge is in logic, but it's incredibly unlikely because the alternative is if logically you're expected to long shot to Graveyard Ledge, that basically means that the Graveyard Ledge has to. That logically means that long shot and Graveyard Ledge have to lock every bomb bag.
And we got both Rudo's Letter and Gora Tunic from Dampe Racing, so
Yeah, that's 2 for 2 on very required items here. Because I get the feeling that magic is going to be first magic.
probably.
Jenny grabbing some monies before she heads back out. And then here. So Huff gets Nocturne and is going Child. So that's a bet fulfilled already, I think.
Because he can do more child checks in Cookie Reforged.
Even then, like with the information we have, you need to do Deku Tree anyway. Why not? Like, Rush Deku is just kind of default in these settings. Go. So we're going into Child on Hufflepuff side, while Jenny does a bit more bomb stuff with a 10-pack of Chews, which is pleasant.
Yeah, there's 3 of them in the whole game, so it's kind of nice to have at least one.
I mean, nothing quite Gupper's ingenuity like pulling your bomb chew pack, seeing you've got Chews and going, oh yeah, I'll go break logic a bit. And then I've only got 5. Like, yeah. And now Child on Jenny's side. Slingshot. Now we can logically do Deku Tree.
I love those shield flicks too.
Yeah. I mean, Bright Side is probably not going to get it. I've seen seeds where people have had to go back for target in the woods because the slingshot just came up so late. And those seeds are just unpleasant because often it's a fairly long trek back to the woods. Yeah, vanilla slingshot. Okay, yeah. I have 1 point. Aha! So, here we go. Shooting gallery on Jenny's side, and Huffpuff is off to ranch. Which is kind of expected. I wouldn't be surprised to see a spawn check out the back of the ranch shed. So, where do you think Child is going to spawn?
Very good question. Oh no.
Jenny got ruined on that one. It's more annoying than anything else. But I'm going to say I've been there before. Sometimes they just don't want to work.
I know that experience. It's not as bad with adult shooting gallery, even though it is more unpredictable.
Yeah. Mostly just due to the difference in bow and sling. Yeah.
Let's see what Talon has for us today.
Lots of money.
It's a fat payout, so I'll take it.
Link getting his groove on in market on Jenny's side. Then here we see
Excellent broken stick. I mean, steel stick setup. Very good.
Yeesh. Jenny recuperating some of her losses before heading out to Boulder of Destiny. Interesting.
Who knows? It might just have her destiny right there. And that's Zelda's Lullaby on Malon. I'll take that. Because we're just a bomb bag away from logically doing Ice Cavern. Or Scale. So Rush Ice is starting to become more and more of a reality.
Yeah. Rush Ice is always a reality.
The prediction,
Back. Here we go.
player to Ice. Jenny or
Nocturne.
Huffpuff. That'd be a very...
He's going to... Huff didn't check this hint for Wath Ice. And then, yeah, this grave. I feel like we're going to see this grave into Minuet to get the Sarius check. And then rest of Lost Woods, Deku. First player into Ice. Nice little prediction. It
looks like Huff is shattering the glass whenever he locks on to the enemies.
That's never a nice sound effect to get.
I'm not sure if he plandos this.
I'm not entirely sure if you can on race seeds. I've never tried.
Yeah, you can.
So let's see what's here.
Like with race seeds, it's normally just like creating a patch file. That's vanilla, by the way.
It's Vanilla Sunsong. And already I think Huffpuff is mildly irritated. Because I think he probably expected to go straight out of here. Like, if he'd pulled something other than Suns, I don't think... I'm not entirely sure if he'd have done this.
Oh, not quite getting it.
He's going back. He's committing to this. That's an interesting decision.
But yeah, cosmetic plandos are possible on any seed. Because it ultimately does not matter. It sort of does in a way, just like which ones are more visible on which checks. Like, say, the volcano in Valera, Death Mountain Crater. Epona's song! Oh, you got it! Second try! Well done!
Right, okay. Sorry, my Discord is acting up a lot. He's been dropping me voice inputs for a while.
Like, he definitely got the trick down, but sadly it did not pay out. It happens. I know how it feels.
Then into Child Cat. Well, Jenny does.
The chickens?
I feel like we will. Okay, maybe. I'm not entirely sure here. Yeah, we're going to see chickens. This is... That specific chicken is the general route, I think. I think most people ignore the chicken behind houses and the chicken up above.
Well, I think it's about the same amount of time in terms of routing. It's just that...
Yeah, I think it's more just going around the back is is less efficient when you're not grabbing man on roof and back grotto with it. You need to... I think it's only really worth the difference when you can route in the extra. Otherwise, it's just... I don't think it's appreciably faster.
The chicken skipper, like it's a slur. We'll get to see what's on the Kokiri sword chest, because, well, Huffpuff couldn't check this as a child. As adult. Oh, the boomerang! Never mind about it being foolish. It's almost in logic. We just need a scale or a bomb bag. There's some free easy skulls in Deku Tree as well.
Right. Okay. So, sorry about that, audio issues. Yeah, I don't recall if Huffpuff ever actually went to Kikiri Forest. I think they did. I don't even recall if they went to do Mido's. I think it might have just been Jenny. Graveyard plays. Huffpuff going for Sun's Grave.
Yeah, I think he was just checking what was the top of DC.
Yeah, top of DC into Sun's Grave. Yeah. And now we're going into the Sun's Grave. What miserable piece of uselessness does the Redead have? I've said this, so it's going to be a bomb bag, I think. Wasteland, beyond the Wasteland for Bolero. That is...
Dang! That's
interesting. And by interesting, I mean potentially horrible. A shield! Woo.
Don't buy a shield when you could just find one in the wrong grave.
It got lost. It is wandering. It is on holiday. And here we go. Deku Tree. I'm going to go out there and say it. I don't think Deku Tree's going to have anything.
Yeah, probably.
I think the only value here is going to be the Spirit Medallion. Concerned about Bolero, because bluntly, I can foresee a strong possibility that we end up with a seed where first hookshot is in fire and hovers is in the back of Beyond. And in which case, you will likely have to go and find Requiem to go out there to get Bolero, to Bolero across to get the song, and or... You say yay free Requiem, it depends on what the item is. Could be an ice. It could be. I think the absolute worst case scenario is that we end up with a really weird situation with Bolero. Actually, we can't really. Yeah, it can't be. Well, Requiem's got to be in a nice spot because it can't be both relevant and on OOT.
Oh, Huffpuff saving and quitting out. Well, now we'll get to see what it is. Oh!
French vanilla?
French vanilla!
Oh no, that's just vanilla.
No, it's like at the back of the house, like where his bed is, rather than from the entrance. So
yeah,
the Frenchest of vanillas. It's so French that it's from Paris. Ooh,
Bottle of blue fire. Gee, I wonder if this seed wants you to go to Ice Cavern.
It's like this seed was perfectly made for me, and yet I'm forced to commentate it. Well, I wouldn't say forced to, but, you know, can't exactly play it at the same time I'm commentating.
Yeah. It is certainly something.
But yes, everyone, we should get the rush ice thing going. I think that would be perfect for this seed.
Yes.
Blessed. True Jax. We get to see how it feels to rush ice. And there's Greg. Definitely not very happy about seeing that.
I don't think anyone's ever happy to see Greg. Unless you're on a dedicated meme percent run.
I was thinking, like, for a Freaky Friday, just one of these days, having all the meme items as, like, similar to Triforce pieces, where you are required to get all of them
Meme percent.
in order to get, like,
yeah.
basically
Meme percent for light arrows.
No, for completing the game.
Yeah.
It looks like Jenny sort of struggling with P1 skip.
And
it looks like she might have to do it over.
Yeah. I can't really blame them. B1 is a pain.
Oh, so close. It's
like,
because she was a little too far to the... Wait. A bomb bag?!
Bomb bag on school kid. Yeah.
Well, there's our logic.
There's our logic. Does anyone not hate it?
So those little logic breakers played an insignificant role. And Sun Song
takes them back to the entrance. Quicker than walking.
Indeed. Oh, no meme requests? Sag. That's okay. We'll just keep the memes vocal. Wait, Winter Heart? Yeah, we have...
Now Huff gets his stick refill, he gets his 10 pence, and his now not
There's little logic breakers, but they're not so...
Yeah.
But they're not going to be breaking any logic today. Well, aside from the few grottos that both of them sort of dipped.
Yeah. It's...
On the bright side, they get to full clear Lost Woods.
Jenny missing the one cycle and going for... Well, it's easier here because you've got the backup strats. And you don't have to... There is nothing worse than having to walk around and nut the spawn sack thing.
Yep.
Well, there is having to do it twice.
That is true. Will they actually get the bunny hood? Oh, there's a bow!
Yes, I'm eating my goddamn words.
Well, no Bobo today.
So, we have bow, bomb, sling. We have the child trinity.
Sling-locked bow.
Yikes. At this point...
They should probably grab those beans and finish up Jabu. Plant the bean in the graveyard and bam.
Yeah, genuinely, I can see Jenny. The thing is, I don't think we've seen a scale yet, so they can't go this way. They have to just walk. They'll have to manually walk upriver, but even then...
Yeah, they have Nocturne. It should be a little faster.
Yeah, Jenny hasn't done woods yet, I don't think. But they're getting their bomb bag here. Yeah, Huff, they're basically trading info now. Huff getting the hint. Not getting the far hint. Open Deku always has something. No, it's Open Deku always has something except for when Fountain has both foolish tree hints. Yes, I've had experience with this one. Yeah, foolish Deku on Light Med. That's just the worst. Like, especially because how many runners, especially if you get a child spawn, how many runners will get Deku before checking where anything is? There is Greg.
Everyone's favorite meme. Aside from Rush Ice. This is the perfect seed to Rush Ice.
It is. This seed is screaming at you to do Ice Cavern. But yeah, I get the feeling that Jenny's probably going to do Forest. And then probably check Spawn to see if it's a quicker way to River. Because I don't think Jenny's checked Spawn yet. Lost Woods into Goron. I can definitely see that. But equally, I can also see required Jabu with the Jabu starter kit hanging heavy. Foolish Fortress, you love to see it.
That's where they started as adults.
Yeah. And rather irritated at the 200 with full pocket. Yeah. No, I think... Yeah. I think Jenny's going upriver because...
She could just do Jabu right off the bat, so that's stones.
I mean, it kills a number of crows. She gets her bean for magic. You've got let her turn in, so you've got a free bottle and you can move, and you don't need to bother with Zora Skip. You can get in and do Jabu. You're set for ice. There's so much current and potential value in this that there's so much value here that I can understand why. Jenny going to remember to buy beans? Yes, I hope. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. A bean.
Planning on buying maybe a few more just in case, because there's still
3 beans I can understand at this point. You might need one for
she can't spend
fire
any more
logic.
candy.
Yeah, but you don't need any more really, I don't think. Like fire logic, possibly.
It's
not fire logic, like
DMC.
Crater. Yeah, you got Crater, you've got Spirit Arch. That's another bomb bag.
Bomb locked bombs. Well,
and
no, we haven't seen hover boots yet, so they might be a bit later into logic.
some kind of maybe just like some kind of Hellspawn double hook situation in lake, like adult fishing and lab roof both hook shot. 30 is dead.
Excellent. So they only
Very
need
well. They only need the 20.
up to 20, unless we find a sometimes hint for it.
Yep.
And it's pretty easy to pick up.
Yeah. 20 with Jabu this early isn't really a problem. Serenading Crater.
Oh
And
no!
Jenny's got chicken.
Rip
Lameo.
chicken.
Yeah. I've fallen for that one before. You try and back walk up here, and because the river's just deep enough in the middle, you lose the back walk and it bins the camera. It's horrible.
And just a hard piece. And a repeat of 30.
Was that repeat? I couldn't tell. The quality dropped a bit on my end.
It was a repeat.
Yeah, okay. And here we go. Into here. Yeah, I can see Jenny doing this. Domain. Yeah, I can see Jenny doing domain into Jabu. You leave Fountain for adult anyway, I think. But domain into Jabu, back out straight to Wath Lake. And then I think the question then becomes, what do you do from Wath Lake? Do you go to Goron City? Or do you go adult?
That's a good question.
Like, we have a bow, we have bombs. I think there's a strong OGC Foolish. Woo. Such a rarity, I forgot to laugh. Yeah. Diving game, I can see. I can also see leaving. This one's different, weird. I wouldn't double them here, personally. I'd maybe do diving game, but then I'd leave chest run for the torch run for next time. Unless he's just setting up that torch and then coming to get the rest of them. Yeah, nice 3 diver. It's a rarity you get anything like this nice. And yeah. Yeah. Why? Why what, Jack? Two dive last week. Yeah, I saw that clip. And there we go, the fish. We have fish.
Fish. And iron boots.
Irons. That is a hefty one. Which is also mildly terrifying because we know water is foolish.
And we know that that toilet is locked behind Water Temple.
Because we aren't going to be warping out, Jack. We're going to be walking. I can easily foresee Jenny going from here straight through to Wath Lake. Like, to me, that's the clear path you take here. You do Jabu, you come back, torch run down, dive through to lake.
Wait,
wait, we can't dive through to lake. We haven't got a scale. Never mind, I'm an idiot.
And the blue nick.
Yeah, tunics have shown up already. This is interesting.
DM what foolish? It'd have to be DMT because DMC already has a sometimes hint, and we know where Saren. Well,
Yeah, but the sometimes hint was Serenade.
Yep.
So it could easily be either.
Oh, bottom of the well, Loth. Let's go.
Well, yike.
both,
Yeah, as
both
chat
side
saying,
dungeons are Woth.
yeah, as chat saying, storms in ice is a very real possibility. And if it
It
is,
has to be.
I hate it. I mean, we could possibly still have a weird situation with Requiem, where Requiem in ice, because you need Bolero, because we have a locked hook and fire's holding out on us. But now we already know Serenaded on Bolero Schultzer, so that one falls a little flat. But I feel like we might get a very. Has Jenny forgotten she's got the boomerang or something?
Another slingshot.
Another sling. Yay.
Neither
So,
of the slingshots lock each other, too.
yeah. So we're yet to find our. Actually, no, because we do have a. The first one's logical. Who has time to pause? I mean, they clearly already have because they've taken the bottle off their equip thing. So they've clearly swapped something. They've clearly already paused and swapped something. Huff is going for 10 skull turning. Huh. Interesting. And then I feel like Huff's also going to go upriver now, because why wouldn't you?
Exactly. There's nothing of note in Goron City as child,
Yeah.
so. Aside from double defense.
And the Zora tunic. You cannot forget the Zora tunic.
Right, the Zora tunic.
Though. There's always the possibility that we have some outright shenanigans. There's Hookshot. That's
Oh!
That's very interesting.
Just need a strength and then Forest Temple is in logic.
Yeah.
Well, fully in...
Job is not foolish. You'd be surprised. I'm more surprised that Jabu is this early and not foolish, though. Because normally when Jabu isn't foolish, Boomerang is in the back of Beyond. And you just don't get into Jabu until like the 2.5 hour, 3 hour mark. Feeling kind of jetty? It is, but it's Zuta. Don't call it early. It has an annoying tendency to bite you in the butt. We still need a strength. We still need... Yeah, we need strength, hovers, and bites and dins. We also nominally need magic, but that's just a matter of actually getting it. It ain't over till it's over, and there's a lot that this seed can throw at us still. Like personally, at this point, I'd be very surprised if the seed didn't have dins in an awful location. Like dins or hovers, just terrible. Then again, knowing our luck, we'll get... Oh, actually, it could be worse. We could still have a nightmare situation of Song of Time required for Gerudo Training Ground. Which is... Yeah. Mirror Locked in Spirit would be nasty. I have a strong... I'm not entirely sure if that'd be better or worse than GTG being Song of Time lock.
Ouch.
Oof. Clattered. Huffpuff has not lost their chicken. They are speed reading operators. Huffpuff is ignoring the doorbell, going straight in.
With his... Oh, he left his bird buddy behind.
He left Glenn at the door. If he wasn't foolish yet, I don't know. I still think there's a solid possibility that water is involved here, because we're literally a long shot away from being able to clear it, and we know it locks Song of Time, which is notorious for locking some awkward checks. Like, I would not entirely be surprised if we got some twisted shenanigans with needing Song of Time here.
Princess Rudo has gotten the Zora Sapphire, but why Princess Rudo?
So, at this point... Actually... Oh.
Exactly, Chuckles, but why Princess Rudo?
I've just realised. I think Requiem has to be on OOT.
More
Unless... I think it's pretty much guaranteed, because the alternative would be... Because we know where Bolero is, it's on Requiem. We know where Serenade is, it's on Bolero. We know where Time is, it's on Prelude. Leaves Storms and Requiem as unknowns. One is in Ice. One is on OOT. And if Storms... And I don't see how Storms OOT with Wath can resolve itself with this dungeon layout, because remaining Wath have to be for the Stone Dungeon. So unless it's hinted Wath for something in that leads to lights, I don't think we can have anything but Requiem on Ocarina. I'm talking a lot, aren't I?
Just want to see how clean this Baronade fight will be.
Baronade's always messy. Mostly because not due to runner fault or anything, but targeting in the Baronade fight is awful. It holds on to destroyed tentacles for so long.
The first stage is usually clean.
Yeah,
Second stage is clean as long as you, as long as you're not in the way of one of the belt.
What's that face? I've never seen Baronade do that.
It's because Jenny hit them too early. but she managed to recover.
Oh, it holds till you reload it. I've had issues where I've untargeted, retargeted, and it's retargeted onto a broken tentacle. And it just ruins you. Get to eat the ice cream instead of talking. Well, we'll see. Now, you get to see what does Baronade hold?
Money!
Chump change. Yeah. And Huff almost got bodied by that bubble. Well, actually they're not called bubbles, are they? They're balloons, I think. It's all the weird naming conventions here. The bubbles aren't the bubbles. Strength 2 could be in well for like... Yeah,
the giant pot in Shadow has a key. Excellent.
Yes, that aids us. Barely. It is still I'm not in... That's not huge intel because Shadow, with this seed layout, Shadow's going to be the last one. Like, unless we have a long and convoluted final, some dungeon boss has light.
I mean, Jabu's already really early into logic, so...
Yeah, Jabu's really into logic. We're one item away from Forest, and we're about 3 items away from Shadow. Like, we still need our hovers, we still need to pick up magic, we still need dins. Shadow is not close.
It's not like hard strength locked, it's just that logically strength locked for pushing that block in the trap room.
Yeah, and also for pushing the block to get on the boat, but yeah. There's our hookshot. Huff is displeased with this turn of events. Yeah, I think it might be Strengthless Scrub Seed. Yeah.
I just know that.
Can you even have a Strengthless Seed? I'm trying to think. Can you have a Strengthless Seed? Like, maybe if you get.
If you only get the 3 child dungeons and you have a bomb bag, but that would mean it would more than
dungeons. You can get a lightning water that doesn't require strength.
Same with Fire Temple.
Yeah, fire. Yeah, fire perhaps, but fire is. Fire is a lot less likely to provide that, I find.
You can technically get a ZL-less seed.
Yeah, you can get a ZL seed, but strengthless is going to be interesting. Jenny falls foul of the Tattletale. Right, there we go. Back side. Strengthless is possible, but like you require lightning fire, lightning water in a lot of child dungeons. There's Jenny's shield. Now, what's Jenny gonna do? Plant the bean and then go adult, you reckon?
Oh, I think maybe Lake Hylia.
Maybe, actually, yeah. I don't know. I think if we were going to get Night Market, I think we'd have seen her prelude immediately. Oh yeah, 10 schools is a call. Though, yeah, 10 schools probably mop up the tax schools, and then finally head to Lake, hopefully. Oh no, there's Prelude Night Market. Oh no, not even Night Market. Just going adult.
It's like she's really hot on the trail for the logic. Probably Ice Cavern is the next
Yeah,
play.
I get the feeling that she's reading the seed as Rush Ice, and she is rushing ice. Yeah, ice.
But she does have Iron Boots, so her fastest way would still be Minuets.
There's Ganon's Castle boss game.
Gotta
Let's try
love
not
the
to
key
delete
delivery system.
that. Yeah, get magic.
That makes sense. And I like how everything on her HUD is purple.
Hmm.
And her tunics are also purple.
I vaguely recall someone. I think it might. I think it was, I'm trying to remember if it was Jenny or someone else said they were theming their color scheme for the group.
I see. It's just that purple's definitely a nice color. It's a color of royalty.
It's just a cool color, yeah. And now, adult shooting gallery. Let's see if she's gonna get hecked again. Yeah, adult shootings. It's one of those checks that I just always end up forgetting it exists.
I know that some people got screwed over in one of the age things for season 5. It was either that or one of the strengths in Bottom of the Well.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice execution on that trick from Huffpuff.
Maybe I don't remember what happened in most of the American ones. They were a bit late for me. The only major gotcha I remember from qualifies were from seas recently were the infamous "you can get that" in Shadow 2.
Making her way to Goron City now, I think.
Go on, say the call. I'd be very surprised if we saw Dodongos here. Like, Goron City is always a good call here. Poke nose in, get Serenade, because once we have a legitimate argument to get Serenade.
Yep.
Yikes, shieldless Dalphos. It will take more than prayers.
And sniping down Link the Goron. Very short work. Oh, there's strength!
There's strength. Okay, so
we're just missing Din's Fire and Hover Boots.
Yeah. I think this is going to be Jenny's path. I think Jenny's going to stick to her original path, though.
And we know that Bottom of the Well and the Ice Cavern are Woths, so I'd say Gotta give those a rush.
I feel like Jen is going to finish up around here, possibly. Minuet from Crater out to... Yeah, Minuet from Crater to go and do Forest. And then finish up from Forest, Irons through to River, and then go into Ice. Minuet from Crater is, if you're clearing out Crater on the way, it is almost definitely going to be faster to get.
Oh, that's Death Mountain Trail.
Trekking.
That's foolish. Makes perfect sense, actually.
Yeah. Trail foolish. Yeah.
It looks like Huffpuff is checking out Bombchu Bowling because we haven't seen this check yet.
Yeah. Is Minuet from Crater faster? I think it is if you're going to clear out Crater. Like, if I'm going to clean Crater up, and then I'm going to Forest Temple.
I think how he flicked the cheeky Bombchu towards her.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Jen is clearly going to go in, clear out Crater.
Let's...
I have no idea what was up there, but it wasn't anything big, I don't think. Or at least relevant. There's a Serenade.
I mean, that makes going to Lake Hyliawath much more appealing.
Yeah.
It certainly isn't for that strength.
Jenny just getting Narvid. Huff is going adult. Probably going to follow in Jenny's footsteps again. That is
milk.
A bottle of milk.
Scout, throw the milk. Sorry.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious. Yeah, not hover is the important thing, but I get the feeling I'm going to see this hint. Probably the upper trail hint.
Oh, there's the other copy of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get the feeling I'm going to see upper trail, and then we're just going to see Minuet straight into Forest Temple because chickens was hinted.
Ripperonis for the chickens hint. I wonder how Kari would have taken that, but she did see someone actually do it.
Yeah.
She's watching.
Kari would have done it anyway, so there's just... I can foresee that it just the casual dead inside stare at the camera sort of reaction. Even if they're not on Facebook, just like... We've all done it, just the deadpan, dead inside. Really. Here we go. There's Minuet.
We're gonna be getting double Forest, and I know how some people like to meme on how boring it is. But so far, we're just missing...
Is Huffpuff banking on strength in Forest here, it seems?
Yeah.
Yike. That is a play and a half.
If he does manage to find it before he needs strength, then he'll be bailed out.
Yeah, this is going to be incredibly awkward, I think. Because I get the feeling Huff is poking his head in here, finding strength, hopefully. And if he doesn't find strength, he's probably going to do the follow-up, which they'll both do anyway, which is backwards through Iron, Domain, Ice. Because at this point, the two Wasps are well, the 2 remaining wasps, 3 remaining wasps technically, but
Yeah, we've got Lake Hylia, Ice Cavern, and Bottom of the Well. And I'm pretty sure Ice Cavern has to be Sun Storms.
Yeah, I think Ice has to be Storms, because barring Light Voodoo, this is looking like one of the two. It looks like one of Hovers or Din is in Well, and the other one is in Late. But it's gonna be interesting because they're likely both gonna have to go back Child, because oh wait, no, we have Free Scarecrow now. I'm so used to not having Free Scarecrow.
Yeah, no worries. Both these settings and SGL have Free Scarecrow this year.
Yeah, I suppose it only looks like a bad play because we know where A strength is.
Yeah, I'm still missing out on 2 of them.
Yeah. Like, we've only found 3 wasps. So, yeah. Strange, we've only seen 3 wasps, which, to me, I think the remaining wasps could be very awkward. Because if we find a wasp for an unseen area, then the entire plan is out the window. Because what the heck? Like, if we pull a sudden, like, spirit wasp.
More choose!
More choose, but it's not quite enough.
Indeed. Oh, I really need to stop saying that.
Now, Puff is gonna go Ice, and we'll be able to confirm that it's just Storms. Like, we haven't had we're missing 2 wasp hints, as far as I can tell. We're missing Ocarina of Time hint. There's some big things we're missing still, even though we've kind of figured. OOT sometimes still. Yeah, we've kind of figured what OOT is. Like, unless there is severe shenanigans regarding severe shenanigans regarding light, we are basically guaranteed to be pulling Requiem on Ocarina. Sheikah Temple of Time is known. It is known to be Song of Time. Yeah. Not entirely sure who's wrangling hints, but yeah.
There we go. And now he knows that's the duplicate hint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she just missed it.
Yeah. At this point, I'd almost be tempted to just go the casual way. Yeah, here we go. Huffpuff going into Ice Fountain. Not unfreezing.
Fire?
He does have blue fire because he pulled it out of what's it called? Cavern. Not cavern, tree.
Yep.
He just hasn't unfrozen King Dodongo for some reason. Not King Dodongo, King. Like, he hasn't unfrozen the King.
Truly is rushing ice. I don't believe the fountain was hinted foolish.
It hasn't been.
And I don't think it can be.
I almost think
all of our
Huffpuff has
pollution.
seen Waff Ice and is going for Waff Ice, and then either orphaning the rest of it, or I think the more likely one is going on the way out.
That's true.
Like, if I could see it being either one, really. Either skips it and hopes it doesn't bite him, or does it. I think these are the ones you don't skip like that, because there is every possibility here that it's more just like skipping Iceberg, Ice Water, King Dodongo. Not King Dodongo, King Zora. It's just, that's a Po bottle.
Oh my god, that's all the bottles.
Yeah. Just, these checks are some of the worst to skip for me, because if you skip these checks, they have such a tendency to bite you in the backside. Like,
And that's a big Po bottle too, so that's free.
Like, if lights are out here, that is a hell of a trek.
Just some cash money on that chest.
Mm-hmm. Now the most critical part. Remembering to do silver rupee check. Though. We already have a light arrows hint up thing up. Yeah. Where do we think lights are going to be? Eesh. Where do you think lights are likely to end up? Dungeon or Overworld?
It's hard to say. There might be Overworld.
I've got at the moment, this seed has been too nice almost. I've got a stinking suspicion that we're looking at. No, we don't. No, we don't have lights yet. Oh, well. I just have a stinking suspicion that lights are going to be in, like, Spirit or the Bowels of Fire or somewhere equally unpleasant. Or it's on King Dodongo and it's just everybody skipped it because it's Light Medallion.
Yeah, of course.
I have a strong feeling we're in a dungeon this time.
Imagine it being in Haunted Wasteland.
Wasteland would be unpleasant, but I don't think it's all that bad, because, like, it's literally just save and it's literally just like get out of the room, play a song, a warp song, and then save and quit. The pattern and strategy for this room: always kill all the ice keys first. While Jenny pushes deeper into forest, we are in a bit of a lull, because this is unpleasant on both sides. Just ice block puzzle is nice. I used to remember. I remember actually practicing the bomb jumps here, but I've just found it more reliable to just remember how to do the block puzzle.
Well, I've done a lot of practice for ice jumps, both glitchless and with ground jumps, and well, it's paid off in dividends and plenty of runs.
Yeah, I probably should, but it's one of those where I think if you can get the ice puzzle quickly, it's a lot quicker than just trying the bomb jumps and failing them a couple of times. Especially because you have to do so many. If you fail enough, then it probably ends up being quicker. Yeah, I think ground jumps are faster, assuming you can get them all first time. And now we see that ice had precisely nothing of real value. And we're going to get our Song of Storm. Yeah, Storm Swap.
Makes sense.
Yeah, bomb jumps are tempting, and if you can do them, they're quicker. But the trick is that you need to do you need to be able to get 3 consecutive first-time bomb jumps, basically. Otherwise, it's not quite as fast. Puff is now back here. I wonder. Puff's probably wondering what to do with Storm. I feel like see, I don't know glitchless jumps for that room, but my favourite thing for that room is just doing it with hovers. Because you
mean like the gainer?
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure. Jax is on about glitchlesses in that room, so...
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of gainers in Ice Cavern. Oh, there's Dins!
Okay, so it's not Wasp for well access. Yikes.
Maybe one of the Waths is pointing towards the light arrows.
I think it has to at this point.
Not directly at the light arrows, but like a path to those light arrows.
Because we've got Lake left. Right, the remaining Wasps are Lake and Well. I'm fairly sure we can full clear Lake at this moment in time. Oof, rough missing
there's
strat.
the wrong arrows, but they're nice. That's another meme down.
Yeah. We've got Lake. We can full clear both of them, I think, is the issue here. And I don't see how one locks the other at this point. So something has to be... Oh, we can't full clear... Oh yeah, no long shot. So unless we have yeah, I get the feeling it's going to be either... Yeah, long shot in while hover shoot the sun is unpleasantly likely. And I get the feeling that we're going to see that out of somebody at some point. Jenny's got Serenade, I think, after Ice. I think after Ice, the logical play for Jenny would be Huff in glow mode, nominally, but not quite. We'd still need to actually get hovers until we actually get hovers. Yeah. Yeah. either it's long shot for hovers or we're just something is heavy, or we've got something blocking lights. And if it's something blocking lights, then everybody's going to start panicking.
Yep.
Because this seed has been too nice so far. Huff has strength, he got it off Rolling Goron. And now Huff is getting their magic. Yeah, it's not glow mode until you're actually in glow mode. Yeah, Graveyard Ledge Magic was something. Now we have Double Forest. Woo. Lake or Wellbeing Hammer wouldn't surprise you. I think there's a strong chance of it just being the Occam's Razor of long shot for late being Shoot the Sun, Hovers. Bless you. Did someone sneeze?
No.
Or did it pick up my chair?
It might have been your chair.
That wouldn't surprise me. At least the common issue has resolved itself. Din's, we did find Din's magic.
It was in Kokiri Forest.
Yeah, Kokiri Storms. That was a squeal of a chair wheel, I think.
It's certainly not my chair because I'm on a carpet.
Well, I think my chair's on a carpet too. I think good metal on metal with my chair. Something involved. Yeah. People are hearing things then.
Kind of sounds like there's an ice cream truck in the background.
Oh yeah, that's my end. Comes up here almost daily. Like, even in the middle of winter, it's coming up here. And I've never seen anyone buy anything from it. It is
time for an intense game of tennis with Phantom Ganon. Oh, there we go.
Poked to death. And does Forest have anything of relevance for us?
Probably not.
I'm calling a strength. That's a
bomb refill.
Yikes. So, Jenny's obviously going straight into ice. And then, after that, they kind of converge after that almost. And then, yeah, it basically comes down to, do they go Adult Lake first, or do they go straight into Well? Like, I think there's a strong argument, if they're trying to fully read the logic, that you rush Well with the assumption that Well has long shot and that it's on Shoot the Sun. Like, that would be an incredible read, but it's also like, it's also a very real possibility with one item missing and two basically full cleared off. Could be, but a scale in the well. Yeah. We don't have a hint on hover on. We know that well and lake are both wasp. We don't have a specific hint on them, but the general assumption is that there is something in well that leads to hovers in lake. Or alternatively, hovers in. If we find hovers in well, we immediately go into panic mode because that means there is something in lake that affects light arrows, and that's not pleasant. Yeah. Lights can't be on. I'm pretty sure lights can't be on wasp. I forget if something leading to light can be on wasp. There we go, Jenny remembering to unfreeze the over.
Oh, just the bomb refill.
Yeah. Item that locks lights can be on wasp. Okay. Yeah, that is probably the worst case scenario here. If we pull an item here, if we pull an item in well, that if we pull hovers in well, I really don't see. It's gotta be, yeah, hovers in well is worst case scenario here because well is full clearable.
Yes.
And then we have happy fun times of what misery does lake have for us.
Both child and adult. Though one of them is locked by 2 scales and the other one is locked by a long shot.
Yeah, I think scale in well is probably the absolute worst possibility we have at the moment. Because that second scale can be anywhere. Yeah, you can cheese it, and I think most of them will. So yeah, scale's not actually that bad. But yeah. I'm mostly just curious to see if... I don't think we've seen a field loop now. One of them's checked... I think Jenny's checked Boulder, but I don't think anyone's been to Southfield. Or the Jill's Grotto.
Or ATC's Grotto, or Tech Grotto.
Yeah. What did ATZ miss in there?
I don't quite remember, but that's what caused him to lose one of his matches in Standard.
I just named the tech type Jill. Yeah, has a habit of harassing me when I try and come out.
Then it was Jack.
Jack's the one that stops you, that gets in the way at top level water temple.
They went up the hill to get a pail of water.
And they just harass you eternally when you're trying to do water
That's why you have to break their crowns. That's interesting way of setting up this puzzle.
What? This is...
It's interesting.
Heresy.
I'm running low on nuts.
Who was that cackling across the room?
That's Alex.
This can still be an AD seed. Possibly, but I think the only way we're getting an AD seed is if... Yeah, we'd need something in toilet/GTG.
Spirit and Fire would have to have something too.
Yeah, well, Chloe's trying to sort this out. Long shot in well, mirror in toilet, hovers on Twin Rover, hammer on adult fishing, lights in deep, hovers locked fire. With straight 2 on Dodongo. That's Chloe's plan for an AD seed. It is certainly very interesting. No, I don't know about the sneeze, but my chair did let off a metallic squeal.
It might have been me, now that I think about it.
You forgot sneezing.
I mean, it happens so often.
Yeah, honestly. Actually, I didn't hear a sneeze. Did you hear a sneeze? Because it might have just been runner audio.
It might have been runner audio.
Oh, Ketchup knows who Mike can do. Well, none of us can set it up, Ketchup, so you'd probably have to do that. Well, I sure as hell can't set it up, so... I'm gonna have to dig back through the VOD and try and find this room. But then I have to listen to myself talk, and that's really... Nobody likes doing that.
Getting caught on the crystal.
Yeah. That Wolfoth can misbehave. It's at 1:22:08 in the
You can
VOD.
jump slash him with the big Goron sword. He's basically free.
Yeah, but also, we haven't seen a Begoron sword this seed.
True.
And Sod's Law dictates that that has ended up in GTG.
I think Huffpuff is just jamming to the Mulgara theme. Oh my goodness, the bottle strats. Let's go.
Shame he can't one cycle, but... I don't... Can you one cycle Phantom Ganon with the Master Sword? Or is that just like a Begoron only thing?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can technically zero cycle it. You basically have to make sure that the last spawn that Phantom Ganon goes through is not painting on the other side of the fence or at the fence.
Hmm.
You could also do the zero cycle with Big Goron's sword. I've seen Fluflush do it.
Hmm.
But yeah, when it comes to the light tennis, the bottle has better hit reg than the Master Sword or Big Goron sword.
Yeah. Here we go. Satellite radio. We are checking Shoot the Sun.
they're both in Lake Hylia at the same time. They have, and it looks like Huffpuff has a bit of an edge right now because of the Din's fire.
Yeah, and that is not hover boots. That is a scale. Oh dear. Um. Okay. Panic mode.
That means
What's in the lab? I think we're about to see that on
or the Rudo's letter check.
Ruto's letter at Lake. So I was like, that could be it. If it is, that is horrible. Because, wait,
Yeah, because they could do it
because
out.
if that's WAF, then that means the other scale is also scale locked. And what other checks are left that could be scale that are just one scale locked that we haven't already
Rudo's
seen?
letter spot as child.
Yeah, so it can't be scale WAF for that. It's not here. And it can't really be tech type grind because that one is logical for irons. So that scale can't be WAF.
Irons or gold scale.
Yeah, but we got irons like really early, basically free. And there's the inconsiderate git.
Sam the Toucan was just following his nose, but of course...
Is that...
Strength
Silvers.
2! Oh no!
That is quite possibly the WAF. And this just got spicy. Yeah. Lost Woods WAF.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's bomb bag. Like, what else did we pull from Lost Woods? I think it
definitely really about it.
Yeah, we've got bomb bag. I think. Where did we get iron?
Zora's Domain.
Oh yeah, irons are in domain. Yeah, I think it must be Lost Woods WAF for bomb bag. Now they're going to go and do the checks the other one started with. And then I think Jen is going to... I think we're probably going to see both of them just instantly prelude. And then... Do you think we see a child lake before... before Well?
Potentially.
Yeah, there's prelude off Jenny. Yeah, we've seen Bomb Lock Lost Woods because Bomb Bag was early Lost Woods and Jenny had Bomb Shoes anyway. Yeah, I can see... Oof, Jenny rolled past. I've done that too many times. Yeah, I can definitely see with Serenade just serenading down there. Though, one thing I think could be interesting is if somebody tries a God read.
Also, that was the
beelines and just beelines GTG.
Looks like Huffpuff is heading to SFM. I believe he left Yorfin a few bomb lock checks.
Possibly. I'm gonna say I'm not a fan of this play. He is Huff is the one that is one item from go, and you still have an unresolved way of the hero in the bottom of the well. I'd have gone straight there. Okay.
And there's the Stone of Agony.
The Pebble of Pain. We've had winner piece already, I think. Have we? Because we did.
Yeah, we did. They're both dead.
Huffpuff is quick resetting. I think Huffpuff might be going Spirit. Or Square into GTG, one of the two. Because, actually no, we can't go to Spirit because we don't have a way across the river. So Huff is absolutely running into GTG here. Which is an incredibly ballsy play to me.
Very ballsy.
Like, as these go, this, I feel like, yeah, it's not that terrible, but it's
Left, right, left. Right.
At this, focusing on block group, it does make sense, but I'm not entirely sure about this.
It's
Full
alternating.
clearing. GTG seems like we'll play, but also like we're one item short and we have an unresolved way of the hero. Like, maybe if you're chasing your Waff strength.
I don't think it's in spirits, so
Yeah, like you have a singular Waff strength that isn't your first strength. So,
and neither of those strengths locked each other.
yeah, strengths weren't strength locked. But we're also in a funky situation of strengths weren't strength locked. So anything silver's locked is on the table. So Huff chasing that it's not necessarily a bad play, but it's not the play I'd have made. I'm going to leave it at. And I certainly wouldn't have done I certainly wouldn't have opened the other checks in here. Unless I was... Actually, I might have, because it's entirely possible this is WAP for GTG key logic. Like, it's not pretty, but GTG key logic is an absolute pain at times. Huffpuff getting dizzy over there. And here comes a 20 school turn in from Jenny.
Rip.
More arrows.
So
Yep,
skulls were dead this seed.
Yeah. They always are, except on the seed where you don't get them. And here Jenny goes into well. So this is a fount of information. Likes being a pain. Yeah. I'd prefer chasing a known Waff over this, but...
There's the big Goron sword, by the way.
It's not the worst. Yeah, a font of information. I think I said fount of information. It's... There's his big round sword. He is spinning. That's 2 keys in the back. If there's a key here, then...
Nope.
Okay. So... Yeah, I get the feeling... Oh, I think Storms was Waff, but didn't. Not necessarily well. I feel like that was the intended line. Because I'm not entirely sure. Oh well. Here we go. 5 statues. Yeah. I missed what was in the coffin because I was looking at Huffpuff, but apparently it wasn't very interesting because Jenny's leaving immediately.
Yeah.
Heart container. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm trying to see how, because I don't think we've seen anything on Jenny's side from. Oh, there's hovers.
There's those hover boots.
Okay, so that means lights have to be strength locked, or strength 2 locked, which means
It's probably in the maze or in Spirit Temple.
I think it has to be in Spirit Temple. Because it's not key logic, because there are only 2 keys behind silver blocks. And there's... And... Unless... I'm trying to think. We haven't seen Muto's letter check, no. But... Center chest is 9 key locked. Yeah. Fair. It could just be key logic, but... Blooming inconvenient if it is. Oh yeah, so any keys in the back means that, yeah. If it is just for that, I'm going to be more than mildly annoyed. Huffpuff's patented spin to win technique coming through again. And let's see what's going on now. Huffpuff checking that. This is the other thing I'm not... That was a key there. Yeah, he can't get up there though because Song of Time is behind water and we don't have long shot. We're about to find out, I think. If he turns, he's either going to turn or back walk out from here. Okay, so we're about to see a quick reset, I think. 3, 2, 1. Romeo. So. What is Silver's gonna be what? If we hadn't already pulled a really early Goron tunic, I'd consider it. But I don't think... But we pulled both tunics fairly early. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think it can be a tunic thing. Because it's not like we had tunic locks on those tunics. There's a Kikiri sword. Yikes. Center is open. The other wallet has been located. And there's strength 3. Holy hell.
That means it could potentially be in
the light trials come in. This just got spicy and not in a good way for Huff.
That would explain
yeah.
The late so, for certain.
Yeah. And long shot.
That means that Shadow Trial 2 is now available.
Yeah, I think between all the possible things and with a strength and with a waff, probably strength. Jenny's not checking the last Child Lake checks. Could be neither strength is required. Depends, because we do still have a waff late. Which I think... Yeah. Storm's got... Yeah, Jenny the issue with not checking Storm's Grotto. But Huffpuff's going to well. I really want someone to check Child Lake because there's 2 checks. Yeah, that's the other thing. Huff could easily bail out of well after getting hovers. Just, right, I've got hovers. I'll bail out and get my lights hint from Ganon. Okay. We'll try and catch up, Rhea. Assuming the race is still going at that point.
Hopefully, Huffpuff doesn't bail out once finding those hover boots.
Jenny appears to be going the same path as Huffpuff, which is probably a mild relief for the race, because we know that there's nothing of value really in GTG other than a singular wallet, but Huff has the edge though, and I've got a scary feeling that Jenny has long shot. I can see Jenny doing GTG into Spirit. And with GTG into Spirit, obviously that looks like a good play. And yeah, Huff's bailing immediately. That could bite him, but I don't know if he's going to bite him as much as Jenny orphaning that one Storm's Grotto. Yeah, I don't hate it either, as long as he remembers to go back there in the end.
I mean, the Well-Wath seems to point more towards where the light arrows are.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Well-Wath for light seems pretty on the nose. Not lights, hovers, pretty on the nose, I think.
Yeah.
I think if Jenny finds outside for Kokiri Forest, she is potentially saved. But she could also write that off as, oh, that was Boomerang. And that would be horrible. I'd know on a high likelihood, there's a noticeable chance. We do have the entirety of Fire Temple. Yeah, there has to be a Lake Wath. And while we haven't seen Child Lake yet, we know it has to point towards this. This, as in, it has to point towards the light arrows. At the moment, we have a strength, but with bombs where they were, none of the strengths are strength locked. So, if it is strength, then I think it has to be on strength 3, which means it has to be light trial if the Lake Wath is strength. Yeah, because Well isn't strength locked in any way, shape, or form. Bombs were freely available. lake strength lake strength cannot be worth if multiple strengths are accessible at the same time, unless you need all 3 strengths. So, which is why I'm saying, if at this point, because we know that we had a non-strength locked strength in Goron City and another one in Well, the only way that the lake strength is worth is if we have light trial light arrows, or light trial locking light arrows, because hammer exists, supposedly. We are absolutely in. This is where the fun begins.
Oh yeah. So finishing off that Shadow Temple will definitely be worth
And also, I haven't been keeping track. I can't remember if there was a key lock, if there was a key in toilet.
Yeah, there's no...
Like, not that it's relevant. It's... No, toilet's an item. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not entirely relevant, really, because we know that strength has to be a strength 3 lock, and toilet isn't locked by any of that. Toilet is... At this point, toilet's only locked by water, which is already fully doable. We just have to get on with it. Jenny having difficulty with likes. Yeah. Forest Storms is that. Jenny gets her shield back. This is shaping up to be a race. A race. Huffpuff forgets he did that room. I think we've all done that. At least once. Ugh. There's the big on sword for Jenny. And yeah. It's starting to be quite a race. I think nominally Huffpuff is in the lead, simply because Huffpuff can finish Shadow and thus has the advantage of the Ganon hint for light.
Yep. And
But
it's a 12 to 15 minute dungeon, so saving a lot of time there. Like,
yeah, Huffpuff might be in lead. And I think the other thing is, if Huffpuff knows he's missing items, I feel like the first place he goes is back to Well. Something, full clear your way of the hero, something.
yeah.
Whereas Jenny is hunting something in Kakiri Forest, which, unless she pulls a waff pointing directly at that, I genuinely don't see Jenny going back to that Storm's Grotto unless she's just passing through on the way somewhere else. Yeah. Froppy's got it there. I don't think Jenny's thinking about storms. I think Jenny's likely to exhaust the potential of the strength and the long shot before looking into Storm's Grottos. Does Jenny have Royal City? They still have Maze Check 3, and I don't quite remember if they did Darunia. I feel like they I feel like they might still have Maze 3. But I don't know if that would lead her to the Forest Storms check. Because she'd already have to be going out there. Double defense on Dancing Dad. Yeah. I'm just trying to theorize how this could play out, but I don't see. I genuinely don't see Jenny going back to Kikiri Forest anytime soon. Because it's not like it's on the way anywhere. This is the thing. I don't think Jenny's going to be going back to Goron City without Bolero. I get the feeling that her play is going to be, I don't have Dins. I'm coming out of GTG. I don't have Dins. I'm got a possible strength 2 Wath. Let's go to Spirit. And Bolero is at Spirit. Yeah. It is, and I can see why you'd do it, but also I can't help but feel like it's just going to bite her here. This is... I don't feel like this is a Spirit Seed. This is a Spirit Seed. Because... we know, like, I'm not entirely sure if Jenny's picked it up, but... oh, we're not doing Spirit, we're going to Lake. As adult. Oh, we're getting the scale to do Child Lake. Yeah. Yeah, I think this makes a bit more sense now because we don't have... what was it? Yeah, because I think because we know that the strength can't point to Spirit because all 3 strengths are equally available without locking each other. So I'm not sure if Jenny's picked that up, but it is... okay, back of Lake Hints, Jenny's getting desperate. And, at this point I don't blame him. Foolish Fortress. Jeremy. A mid-air freeze. Ooh, that's unpleasant. Oof. Nobody likes getting hugged out of mid-air. Blooming Redads. A recovery heart. So far, Shadow has yielded precisely nothing of value. That was another Foolish. I think that might have been the second Foolish Water. Yeah, I think it had to have been, because that was definitely a Foolish. And now, I think Jenny's going to finish up Lake. Yeah. Finishing Lake feels like what Jenny's up to here. There's... maybe. Child Lake might lead back into River for that and through to Lost Woods. But... yeah. Actually, I think it might, because I think Jenny's at the point of this could be anywhere. I need to start full clearing areas. So now, let's see if Child Lake can throw a wrench in our... yeah, Lost Woods was hinted Wasp, but that was for a bomb bag.
Yeah.
That's a piece of heart in the bottom there.
Yep.
So unless Child Fishing has something, then we are certain Yeah, I think unless we have if child fishing doesn't come up, then we are certain that this is a strength 3 locked seed. Yeah. Yeah. Storm checks. They've got 3 storm checks nominally. 2 with Trail Foolish because they still have River Frogs. Well, Frogs 1 to get out of the way. But yeah. I think it's definite that Huffpuff has an advantage. Especially given that we don't seem to have pulled anything from child fishing, so given outside Ganon's is foolish, we have a Wasp strength. I think it has to be the Wasp strength in Lake now because there's nothing else. I feel like it's basically going to come down to yeah. It is a required strength 3 at this point. But yeah, I think Huff's strength 3 is he's going to be told that he's missing strength 3 basically. And he's probably going straight back to Wathwell to full clear his Waths. I don't really foresee, unless we can somehow get a Kokiri Forest way of the hero somewhere, I don't foresee Jenny going back to Kokiri Forest with any haste. Yeah, it's just a nicer end spot. Fire arrows in shadow, yeah. Ria's back. We have found very little of note, Ria. The main thing we've found is that it is a strength 3 locked light trial for light arrows. Because we know OGC is barren, and with how Lakes turned out, we cannot have the strength requirement has to be for strength 3. I think it's always Jenny getting long shot. Okay. Well, Huff got his hovers and is doing shadow. Jenny is on her way to Spirit. Lights in Fire would only be a hammer requirement if and only if we have Volvagia hoarding them. Yeah, Huff bailed on well after getting his lights, which is honestly, it's not a bad play. He's gonna know that well is still Wath, and is going to be high on his list of going back to do it. Jenny going to Spirit, but orphaning Unhindered Wasteland. And in the state, at the point Jenny's at, I don't know if I'd make that play. I think I'd get Wasteland just to be absolutely certain that it's not just an absolute troll seed. Oh yeah, we don't have fire, Lomeo. I'm an idiot. I keep forgetting this, okay? I'm trying to keep track of too many things. But yeah, Temple of Time is Song of Time. I need to turn the light on because it's getting a bit dark over here. We are just over 2 hours deep, and Huffpuff is already going up to Ganon's hint. Right, so here we go. Yeah, Huff is lightning it, but borrow fire arrows. Maybe. I don't think Huff's going to check any trials. I think you go straight up, and if you get the Ganon's Castle light arrows hint, then you go back for trials. There's no point checking trials before the dwarf hint, because at this point the only items that could really, there's not much that could really come into it. Yeah, well, I mean, he is going to check trials after the hint because we know that it has to be in light trial. What was that hint? Was that a second Lost Woods? I missed that hint. I think it was a second Lost Woods Wasp. I don't think it can because we did pull a Wasp. Because the only thing in Lake that could be Wasp is the strength. And if that strength is Wasp, then it has to be Wasp for strength 3 because no strength locks another strength. Yeah. Fair. Either way, I think it's going to be an awkward one. But we do know that it's... Oh, it was well again. Okay, thanks. Yeah. I think the worst... I think the most likely scenario is it's just lights in light trial. But if it's a twist in the tail, then Huff's going to be reading into logic a bit. Huff's going to have to read into the logic. Yeah, G2G only had bigger on sword and a well. And not a well. A wallet. Mouth. Words. Anglais. Where was that? IGC confirmed. Yeah, light trial for lights. At this point, yeah, he's going to do everything. Yeah, at this point, I think he's just going to do everything he can. And then probably go straight back to well to resolve Way of the Heroes. I think resolving Wasps is probably... Yeah, it's IGC picks. So yeah, straightforward lights for lights. Maybe, but I feel like he's more... Actually, Spirit is depressingly likely. Because if he goes Child, he's going to get Requiem. And that alone is depresso. Because I feel like Requiem might push him to Spirit over finishing his dungeons. I feel like he might. I think it's basically a coin flip. Does he decide to go and finish his Wasp? Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. But Yeah. Assuming Huff goes child immediately, it's entirely possible Huff doesn't go child and goes, I have everything but hammer. Is it in fire? Or something equally silly? I'm not entirely sure at this point. But yeah, actually, yeah, I think the best play here, I think Huff's play is probably going to be clear up my lake wasp, clear up my well wasp, and then check spirit for strength. Although I think once he gets strength 3, he's just going to immediately bail. I'm talking a lot again, aren't I? I never got the hang of this trick. Like at this point, I would just use the bomb shoe. So, shall we see what the bowels of spirit contain? Other than sadness. That is a kind of a sad Huffpuff, but yeah, prelude. Huh? Oh yeah, he's turning in market before he's turning in this before he goes adult, before he goes child again. I forgot he picked that up. Yay me. I think the absolute worst thing for Huffpuff here is if he gets hammer. Maybe, but I think you clear your way of the heroes first. Because, like, he hasn't... Because, like, the only thing pointing him to spirit is a wasp strength. And he still has unfinished checks in that area. Okay, never mind. He is just going to spirit. We may actually have a race here. We are in it for the long haul. Actually, is he going to spirit or is he just doing field? Yeah, this is the thing. Huff doesn't know that it's passed for strength 3. Actually, he might have inferred it, but actually, he probably has. He just doesn't know where the third strength is, other than not strength locked. So, no, I don't think it's quite fuck logic. I think it's okay. So I'm looking for strength 3. Strength 3 can't be strength locked. I have literally every other check in the game left open to me. What do I do? And what he's clearly doing is... Actually, because we had one way of the hero strength, so I think it has to be... But we had another way of the hero strength available at the same point. Both Rolling Goron strength and both Rolling Goron strength and his second strength, which was... Yeah, I'm trying to remember where... Yeah, second strength was up. Light arrows are in light trial. Yeah. Yeah, basically I think Huff's just... Everything in the game is left. It could be anywhere. Let's try and finish as much as we can. Which... Yeah, top of yeah. If Jenny getting Din soon would be big, because I'm not entirely sure. Maybe. They might have written it off. Jenny is going into Dodongo's cavern. Ugh. Like, I can see the play. Yeah, no one's done DC. Nobody other than Spirit. OOT song is Requiem. Trail is Foolish. We have nothing for DC. Lost Woods Way of the Hero number 2. I don't think we ever found that Abyss Way of the Hero, did we? So, bomb juice. Yeah. Minuet from Huffpuff. Huffpuff's going back to Fountain. Actually, is he? Yeah, I think... I'm not sure if Huff's going back to Fountain, because he skipped the entirety of Fountain. I think he's clearing stuff on his way. And then he's either going to join jenniebeez here. It'd be incredibly amusing if both of them ended up in Dodongo's cavern looking for completely different items that the other one knew wasn't in there. Right. Yeah. So, I wonder where Huffpuff's off to now. Yeah. Huffpuff is off to Dodongo's cavern himself, I think. Yeah. I think he's going to do upper check. I think he might do upper maze. Not upper maze, third maze. But then going into Dodongo's, yeah. Because he has silvers, and the possibility of a silver's lock strength must still kind of be on his mind. I just realised I'm talking a lot and I'm not giving my Kokon much time. Sorry about that, Lee. Wonder. There's Hammer. Yikes. Lee fell asleep, did he? Yikes. Pharaohs. Hammer. Yeah, Hammer isn't good for Jenny. I think Jenny's going to be going... Yeah. I can hear... Yeah, Hammer in here is grim. I'll put it mildly. Huff is checking... Okay, Huff is going... What is Huff doing? Is it just some convoluted way? Oh, did he not do upper crater? Huh. Missed that. Well, clearly not, because Jenny getting knocked back. If Mirror Shield is on King Dodongo, I will. This seed has officially given the runners the middle finger.
Yep.
Oof. And now... Oh, Huffpuff's going into fire. That's a play, I guess. Did no one teach these gosh darn youngsters to always full play your way of the heroes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. It has the potential to be quick, but it also has the potential to be horrible. Fair. And yeah, instant key lock. He has been driven from this land. And I think... Is Jenny not going... Oh, Jenny's Bolero. Yeah, Jenny's going to show us into fire. This is the right play for her situation, but... Is she going into fire? Or is she... Oh, she's doing fairy before she goes in. Yeah. It's not a bad play. I think the upside of AD is all dungeons. So having to complete, or at least enter, every single dungeon. And even then... yeah. Minuet from a puff. Jenny's going for Child Spirit, I think. Definitely an age change, and I can't think of what else she'd go Child for. Yeah. I mean, even with Mirror on Volvagia, it's not necessarily an all dungeon seed. Because you still haven't touched water. This could be it, actually. And if it is, then Huffpuff is in serious trouble.
Mm-hmm.
See what we mean, guys? Race ain't over until it's over. Yeah, like, I don't see how you don't do Child Storms here. It would be the level of mistake I would make. 2. Yeah, here we go. It's happening. And here we are with jenniebeez in glow mode. And now, yeah, Huff has 20 minutes to go at 12, but I'm not sure if Huff will, is the genuine thing. Like, we're about to see Unfreezing Zora.
Which was nothing.
Yeah, Unfreezing Zora into Fountain, because Huffpuff hard skipped Fountain. Song of Time is not required now. Yeah, Huff hard skipped Fountain, so that might come... So, he's checking that now. And then, I can see him going into Spirit from here. I don't think Huff is going to go Child for a while.
And that's seriously gonna bite him.
Yeah. Who'd have thought that a fairly solid play would come back to bite him so hard? Because that's what it came down to. He decided not to full clear well, missed its strength 3, and now it has taken a chunk out of his backside.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Goombill internally screaming. Internally screaming. Internally screaming how I play it. Honestly, kind of same. Except I can't internally scream for too much of it because, as I've said a couple of times before, I don't play with a tracker, so I have to keep track of everything on the go. And if you're internally screaming, that doesn't help. Oh, Huffpuff's going child.
oh, this could be it.
It could be, but as we've got from picks, he's going back to well. I'd say we have a race, but I think Huffpuff's got a solid advantage here because finishing the rest of well is a lot shorter than than finishing Shadow.
Yeah.
Especially because I don't think Jenny's going to full clear. I think Jenny's going to have to go up tower, get the hint, save quit, come back down. Unless Jenny's remembered all the hints and has metagamed out that that the lights are in in a light trial, which is possible, then I think they're just a bit behind purely on yeah, unless Huff does a weird route, because where was strength 3 again in here? I think it was, I remember long shot was basement.
The like room.
Oh, within like room, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So as long as he can find that key,
he'll find a key. It's well. And now the fun part, because he has to bomb shoot the Skulltula. It can be any of those. Yeah, it can be any of the 3.
And I remember that map chest in the basement is long shot.
Yeah. Yeah. I vaguely recall a way somebody did to check without trial and error to open the front of Shadow hoversless, without hovers or lens to open the front of Shadow. They did a weird thing with throwing bombs and seeing which ones clipped through. That was an interesting setup. At least I think I did. Oh well, we'll see. Yeah. Jenny does not have time for the Skulltula. The order of the day appears to be barbecued spider. Fancy boomerang strats from Huffpuff. Nah, At this point, Nosley, I don't think Huff is going to bail until they have full cleared or found Strength 3.
Though with those fire arrows, it means that they don't have to worry about Shadow Trial 2.
Yeah. Oof. Bubble boot. Falling in this room is horrible and I hate it. Especially to that guy right there. The bouncing bubble.
Yeah.
AKA Betty. Yeah. I get hit by that bubble a bit too. It's just unpleasant. Ooh, Huffpuff falling foul of dead hands. Wishing those hands were a little more dead. Now. Yeah.
Oh,
that sucks. This is why you take hover boots off, because that happens every single time. It does look cool, but it's one of the most stylish fails in the game.
you basically have to stay to around the left of it.
Does it work like that? Stay to the left of it with hovers on? I thought it was like it's a sloped surface, so hovers activates and you just slide off to the middle of oblivion.
Because it's the right side of that slope where that collision actually slides. Because with the left,
You have a Huffpuff not needing no strats for that room. That is incredibly ballsy. I don't think I've ever seen that. And there's his gold gauntlets. This is approaching pig stick time. So, for those of you who do the calculations, what's the going odds, do you reckon, that Huffpuff finishes Ganon before Jenny's out of Shadow?
Well, I mean, I'm guessing he's done light trial.
Oh yeah, he's still got to run in and do light trial, but I feel like Jenny's. I think his odds on that Jenny still full clears. Jenny's still got a good bit to go with Shadow.
So true.
Like, I don't know the exactities of Shadow, but I've always considered that room to be about halfway. And it really sucks. Anyway, so now for the big question. Where in Light Trial? Where do you think, Lay?
That's a good question. We have about 8 checks. It could be the one that's ZL locked.
Yeah, I'm going to put my money on this. Well, not actual money because I'm poor, but I'm saying very back. As in back. Alright.
There they are!
There we go. Mid left. And we are going. Nobody wins today, no happiness, just misery. Welcome to Zoota. This happens on the regular. Go mode. I'm joking a bit, but it does tend to get a bit
that's
grim.
quite an upset.
Yep.
Number 8 seed taking
8 seed versus first.
W.
And all it came down to was just one check. Which, I suppose, just, yeah, that's rando for you. Welcome to Zoota. And, like, this is Nocturne Group 2, so, like, these are the higher end runners. It's... Yeah, the higher the group, the smaller the spread. And I think that's on best show here. Because, honestly, I don't think I can say there's... I just feel like it's just kind of been almost just a bit of bad luck on Jenny's side that they orphaned the wrong check.
Especially one that costs like 12 to 15 minutes of progression.
It was just absolutely the wrong check to orphan. And orphaning it cost them the seed, but also it wasn't necessarily the wrong play to skip that check, because Storms came in late and they'd already cleared Kikiri. It was probably just eternally on the list of for next time I come through Forest, without ever actually. And then it just took them this long to go. It took them this long to go back through Forest.
And nice one cycle on Huffpuff's side.
Yep. We have a boat and a cutscene. So it does look like, so will we get simultaneous boss fights, or will Huffpuff clean up before we get... Okay, good. Timed that right. I'm going to be honest, I've had a few seeds where I've gone for that and I've left the jump slash too late. And it is miserable. Yeah. I think it's going to be over before, because, quite simply, boat ride takes a while, and unless jenniebeez has done a massive... Unless jenniebeez has accepted that it's a strength 3 locked seed, yeah, I don't see them skipping backroom. And yeah, here they go. I think Ganon's going to be over and done with before she gets into Bongo. Yeah. Oh well.
Aside from those light arrow locations, the location of the light arrows, this was fairly jet.
It was. And I don't know. I feel like she'd be aware that lights can't be in the back due to strength, because we had a hinted strength and 2 free strength, basically. So, unfortunately, it just seems like Jenny hasn't put together that means we are strength 3 locked for something. And that is GG for Huffpuff.
Getting his slice of bacon.
And yeah, ancient creators of Hyrule. Yeah, it was pretty jet, and I think if you'd combine, amusingly enough, if you'd combined the two runners, you'd have got the perfect jet.
Oh yeah.
Because like full clear well plus remembering that Storm's Grotto early, I think you could have taken.
And it looks like Jenny has taken the L and forfeited.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of par for the course with these things. They've already finished. There's no real need for it.
Hey, Huffpuff, GG.
Huffpuff joining us. Greetings,
Hello,
Huffpuff.
GG.
GG. So, what were your thoughts on that seed then?
Classic strength 3 seed. Pretty much like as soon as I see strength weigh their own lake, I'm like, is it a strength 3 seed? Is it? Yes.
Yeah. It was
Just for the light arrows.
Yeah. In light trial, as always.
Yeah. We had a hinted strength way of the hero, which very much forced it into that.
Funny scale on Shoot the Sun, though.
Yeah. That was caused momentary panic when we realised possible Woth scale, but then it got to the point of what can that be Woth for?
Kratos ladder.
Yeah.
As in the spot. But that's it, really.
Yeah, but then that would have had to been a scale-locked scale. And
Oh yeah, and then like Gold Scale would have had to lead to it on,
Yeah. Oh hey, jenniebeez is here too.
Hello.
GG.
GG's, Huff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was... No, after you.
I forgot that Kokiri Forest existed for like an hour.
Yeah. I can say it was very close because there was a point where you had Jenny running around looking for Din.
Oh yeah.
While Huff was running around looking for Strength 3.
Oh. Where were lights?
Lights were in light. Yeah,
of course.
Light trial. Waff strength from late to point you to Strength 3 locked light trial.
Right, that was getting me so confused.
Yeah, because no strength was strength locked. So all of them had to be required.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was probably the only unpleasant thing with the seed. And even then, the strengths weren't in that bad locations.
Yeah, it's only bad if you just, leave bottom of the well after getting the hovers.
Yeah. Or forget forest exists.
Oh no.
Yeah. It was a fun seed all round, and
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything else you two would like to say? Any questions from chat?
I don't think so.
I like the three of the sometimes hints for songs.
Was I missing a Woth hint, or was bottom of the well like double?
I only have 4 as well.
I only have 4.
I think Restream only has 4 hints for Way of the Hero.
Lake, Ice, Well, Lost Woods.
Yeah.
Lake, Ice, Well, and Woods.
Huh.
Required rush ice.
Yeah, required rush ice. Lee was happy with that. So, as Pick said, interested to hear Huffpuff's thoughts on returning to Well versus going to Spirit. Because obviously that was a big factor at the end there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I assume I'm behind, and if you're ahead, where do you go? You go to the dense plus. Spirit's dense. I was like, you know what if I just go back to bottom of the well? Assume she did the same thing I did and dipped after hovers. And
I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because
But I did go to
Oh.
Spirit, which I didn't need to go. Didn't need to be there.
yeah,
Did you do GTG at any point?
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
you both did
same.
GTG. I think you both saw the WAF strength of the
Yes.
lake and went,
Yeah.
Yes, that
Training
really
grounds.
threw me. Yeah, that totally threw me.
especially given how stacked training grounds has been in the quals.
Oh my gosh,
I
yeah.
love GTG.
Oh,
They
I
had
hate
Big
it.
Goron Sword worth just for Big Goron
Yeah.
Sword.
I despise GTG with a passion and a
Me
vengeance, but hey
too.
ho.
Me too.
So I think
Ugh.
the main lesson we can get here is Huffpuff needs to remember to always full clear your way of the hero.
No. Come on, I'm in glow mode.
Nah.
What can possibly go wrong?
So many things.
Let me list the things as a scroll rolls across the floor.
It's like an entire credit screen of things that can go wrong.
That's funny.
The comically large scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that seed was pretty. Honestly, it would have been pretty jetty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were both, I think you both made similar. You can't even really call them mistakes. It was just similar playstyle choices, and you can't really fault any of the individual choices there.
No, it was just like
it's just Jenny got bit a bit harder.
Oh yeah, and I knew it too. I knew it, so I was like, whatever.
Casino gonna be that way.
Yeah.
It is what it is with Rando, you know.
Yeah. Rando gonna rando.
Mm-hmm.
It just be how it do.
So true.
It do.
Right. So I think there's no further questions or anything. Then I think we might be done here.
Sweet. Thanks for the race, Huff. Thanks to everybody for being on Restream here. I appreciate that.
No problem. Thanks for giving us such an enjoyable race to commentate over.
No worries.
Hey. So, thanks to our runners, Huffpuff and jenniebeez. Thanks to our everybody else, really, the trackers, Siberian and Sonic RPK. Does someone have the command to pull up their stuffs? Or, because I'm not entirely sure on all of the who's tracking and whatnot. Is there a command for that somewhere?
Yeah, we just got them pulled up right now.
Okay, thanks. Ketchup.
Follow our runners, Huffpuff and jenniebeez. Follow me and my co-com Iron Thunder, and follow our trackers Siberian and Sonic RPK.
And of course,
Restreamer Ketchup.
Yeah. Thanks to Ketchup for restreaming all of this.
Thanks, Ketchup.
Thank you.
Yeah, and as you see, our next match is in 3 hours. We have Requiem Group, Goombill versus James Triple being streamed. Wait,
that's exciting.
Yeah.
One of my former opponents who ranked above me this year, so that's kind of cool.
And then I think I'm trying to get to grips with this because Pix is saying different to me in the chat. Yeah, we have Triple and Goombill in 3 hours. And
tomorrow
then
we have Deadly Thunder versus Froppy, which is also a Requiem match.
Yeah, Froppy Thunder's tomorrow. Pix has it Pix saying that Thunder Froppy is the next restreamed one. Okay, yeah. I was misinterpreting. Never mind. Ignore me.
Also tomorrow is the match between Rhea Korvadiva and versus Dark Link for Group Serenade, and I think that's also tomorrow for Group Minuet, Silent Vinny versus Soul Blade at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. 4 hours. I think it's more like 3 hours actually, Rhea. Let me try and pull up the dates for this. Yeah. All 4 matches on your screen right now are tomorrow.
Except
Or at least
Oh wow.
Triple
or
Bill.
yeah.
That's
Or at least are tomorrow for me. Because
fair.
Triple and Goomba is like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Actually, is it 1 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, I think it's on.
Late.
Yeah, because it's on UTC. Oh well, I'm getting bamboozled by time zone weirdly. Yeah, 4 hours till the next race. And with that, I think we are done here. So once again, thanks to our runners, thanks to our commentators, thanks to our trackers, and big thanks to our restreamer. Thanks to my co-commentator Lee. Thanks for putting up with me talking quite a lot.
No worries.
Okay, and I think that is it.